All right, a follow-up to a story we brought you last night at 11. The three largest cities in Nevada are joining the legal attack against opioid manufacturers.
They're suing to try and recover taxpayer money spent on the crisis of addiction to painkillers and the heroin that so often follows. It's happening as an Oklahoma judge, we told you last night, handed down that landmark judgment against one of America's biggest drug companies.
News 3 Steve Wolford following these latest developments and joins us now with details in tonight's Nevada Addicted. Steve.
Thanks, guys. Let's begin with the latest legal action. Las Vegas, Henderson, and North Las Vegas now taking legal action to hold opioid manufacturers responsible for the financial impact caused by addiction and abuse. Their city attorneys will be teaming up with attorney Robert Eglett. His law firm, Eglett Adams, is also running point for similar lawsuits already filed by Clark County and the state of Nevada.
My personal view is this case is much bigger than big tobacco.
That prediction by Las Vegas attorney Robert Eglett now a little closer to reality after a landmark ruling this week by Oklahoma District Judge Thad Bulkman.
Defendants caused an opioid crisis that is evidenced by increased rates of addiction, overdose deaths, and neonatal abstinence syndrome in Oklahoma.
Bulkman ordered Johnson & Johnson to pay $572 million after drug makers Teva and Purdue both settled for a combined $355 million. Only a fraction of the $17 billion the Attorney General wanted, but still seen as a litmus test for thousands of cases to come.
We have proven that Johnson & Johnson built its billion-dollar brand out of greed and on the backs of pain and suffering of innocent people.
Robert Eglett claims newly revealed DEA data shows opioid manufacturers deliberately flooded the market with painkillers like OxyContin and hydrocodone in a process called diversion.
Diversion is taking legitimate drugs from the legal market into the illegal market. And one of the most common ways to do that is through glut.
That data shows that in Clark County alone, 1.6 billion pills were distributed between 2006 and 2012. That's more than 109 pills for every man, woman, and child in Clark County. Eglett says the drug companies were supposed to self-regulate to prevent diversion, but
we have example after example of them going years and years, distributing millions and millions, sometimes billions of pills to communities without one suspicious order being reported to the DEA.
According to some estimates, the settlement total for all of the lawsuits filed around the U.S. could top $100 billion. The Centers for Disease Control recently ran their own numbers. Their experts looked at healthcare costs, lost productivity, addiction treatment, and criminal justice involvement caused by opioid misuse, and put the total economic burden at more than $78 billion a year. The city attorneys for Las Vegas, Henderson, and North Las Vegas won't comment on pending litigation, but they might get an idea what's ahead for them when a federal judge in Cleveland starts hearing more than 2,000 opioid lawsuits, because a number of those were filed by city and county governments. Reed.
All right, Steve, what an important conversation this is. And don't forget, our look and our commitment to Nevada Addicted continues every Tuesday and Friday nights on News 3, live at 6 o'clock.